Hello, you guys. My name is Jay. Welcome back to my home. I am so glad you're here. Come with me this week as I clean the most used rooms in my house, all of downstairs. And I had no mojo this week, so it actually took me all 5 days to get my act together and get these rooms clean. And that is okay. Sometimes it just be like that. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get started. So starting here in this front room, I'm just taking care of all of my shopping bags from over the weekend because this was on, I do believe, a Monday morning, as well as the box. I got a new ceiling fan with an overhead light, yay! But as you can see, the room is still kind of moody and a little bit dark, boo. But that's okay. In real life, it's very cozy in here and I do love it. And I also had to put away some QVC purchases. I got a new candle holder for Christmas that is so ugly. Thank God it was $50 because I would never want to spend $50 on something I actually like. But that's okay. I'm getting rid of that box. And then I purchased a reversible rug for my front porch for Halloween. So just all of the odds and ends get collected in this room. So I'm just taking care of those before I can get to the very nasty floors. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jay. I live here in Maryland. I own this home and I am a candle addict. As you can see, I was actually doing some candle decluttering. So I got rid of those 8 candles and all of those units behind are full of candle storage and some holiday decor, like seasonal candle holders. But yes, I am a candle and home fragrance junkie. I love it. I love scented wax melts. I make my own wax melts. I just love to smell delicious things all the time. And then here I found my pair of Crocs were on the floor, so I just slipped them on and I wear them for quite a while in this video. I'm not sure why I didn't take them off. I meant to just put them away with the rest of the shoes and I just kept them on. Those are the Barbie Crocs, which I was influenced by somebody else on YouTube to buy them. And they're so cute. I've worn them out and got compliments. They're so cheesy and like a lot, but I do love that. In this area, I'm just tidying up here, putting away all the things that need to go in the car, upstairs, in different rooms. And then I have a candle that I need to ship out, my purse, just things that don't have anywhere else to go really. And this area is kind of a work in progress. I am thinking about getting a new entryway console thing, but I'm not sure yet. But just doing some more tidying. To clean the floors, I'm just using a Dyson vacuum. This is an older Dyson. I believe it's a V11, which I think they're on 15 at this point, but just giving the floors a good vacuum. And then I'm going to use my O-Cedar mop and a squirt mop cleaner to clean the floors. I do like to use a vinyl floor cleaner on my floors downstairs, but of course I'll use other things like a Pine Sol or Mr. Clean, but I do prefer to use something that's made specifically for vinyl floors because that's what these are. as we get into these floors and finishing up this front room, I just want to say thank you guys for coming back again, or if it's your first time, thank you for giving me a chance and clicking on this video. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope you'll subscribe and watch some of my other videos. I do try and vary kind of what I'm talking about, but it's the same old house. So if you like cleaning motivation, I think you'll really enjoy the content that I have to offer. So like I mentioned, I kind of lost my mojo this week. I just was not feeling it. I did not want to clean. And you're like, but you live by yourself. How hard is it? Apparently it's very hard because I'm a mess. I'm not dirty, but I'm definitely not always the tidiest person. So I create these messes, and then this week I just didn't want to clean them up. So I just took it a room a day, sometimes a room every other day, until it finally got done at the end of the week, and that is okay. The only person I have to please is myself, and I was very happy after I got each room clean. We are all done in the living room, and luckily these rooms do stay pretty clean once I get them done. Moving right into my kitchen, the worst of the worst. The kitchen was terrible, absolutely terrible. But what I wanted to focus on was this drawer for utensils, because there were all kind of crumbs in it, and I was like, okay, I can deal with a messy sink, I can deal with messy counters. I cannot eat off of dirty silverware. That is disgusting. And like I said, I'm not dirty even if I'm not always tidy. So I wanted to get in here and clean out this silverware drawer. Also, if you'll notice, there were no clean spoons because that's how many dirty dishes I had. All of the spoons were dirty. So I just got in here with a paper towel, and I had sprayed a little bit of Lysol, the multi-purpose spray, on it, and I was wiping this out. I got this drawer organizer from Target. It's not necessarily the cutest thing to look at, but it's really nice because you can customize the size, and it was just a great find for this drawer. So once I get that done, I'm gonna move on to unloading, reloading the dishwasher, and honestly, that's all I did this day. And as you saw from the intro, I needed to do more, but we're gonna revisit the kitchen in 1 or 2 days. But for now, I just needed to get those clean dishes out the dishwasher so that I could stir my coffee in the morning. How have you guys been? Did you have a nice weekend? Have you been doing all of the fall things? All of the things that Instagram tells us we need to be doing, like frolicking in leaves, buying $8 pumpkin spice lattes from Starbucks, apple picking, making Pinterest-worthy dinners. I have been to Starbucks and I got a pumpkin spice latte and it was way too sweet. Who am I? But I have not been frolicking in leaves. I did rake some of them, very obnoxious. And I do want to go apple picking. That is on my list. But here we're going to move into the living room, aka my second closet, where I just get dressed and undressed apparently because there's always clothes all over the floor. Not sure what happens. I just live here. I don't know. None of my business. But I'm going to tidy up the living room, and I had vacuumed the day before because there were just too many crumbs under my toes. I was like, okay, Jay, do the vacuum. So I vacuumed, didn't do anything else that day, just vacuumed. So I saved this for you guys to enjoy. But I lately have not been doing all the fall things. I've just been really surviving. I did also, in addition to my pumpkin spice latte, I did buy some pumpkin spice creamer. Delicious. It was so delicious. Why is coffee creamer $6 now? I'd really like to know. I'm not very happy about it, but I have seen recipes to make your own coffee creamer, and I do have a can of pumpkin. I always buy cans of pumpkin when they go on clearance because they don't sell all of them through the season, so you can get them really cheap. So I always have almost expired cans of pumpkin in my pantry. So maybe I'll try and make my own creamer. But yeah, have you guys been doing any really cool fall bucket list things? I know it's not technically fall, but it's fall-ish. It's fall adjacent. It has cooled down here in Maryland, thank the good Lord. I don't know if we're not in real fall yet, but I don't know if we're done with fake fall, which is where you'll randomly get an 85-degree day. I think we're past that. So I've been really enjoying airing out the house because you should open up your windows or your patio door for 15 minutes a day. I really only do that when it's not summertime because it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Heating and air bills are very high, but I've been waking up in the morning and trying to open up my sliding glass door to let a little bit of air in, let that stale summer stink out so that I can get ready to shut in again when it gets really cold and have my stale winter funk. But that's fine. We'll talk about that when we get to it. While we're here, I wanted to show off one of my newish warmers, a wax melt warmer for fall. I got it from Yankee Candle. It has a timer on it. It's, I believe, called their bronze leaf design. I might be wrong, but that's what it looks like. And it was expensive. I definitely used a coupon, but look at it. I just think it's so nice. And I did change a lot of the decor. So whatever you see in this video, disregard it. It looks a little bit different. Same stuff, just in different places. So now we're back into the kitchen. This is the next day or the day before. I don't remember, but it's the end of the week. And this is when I was finally like, that's enough. That's enough. I haven't seen the counters in feels like months because I hadn't seen them all week. And I was like, girl, please, come on. I was even tired of me. So I finally got in here and cleaned the entire kitchen the way that it deserved to be cleaned. On my iPad, I was watching a fellow YouTuber. She was doing her Yankee Candle haul, so I was watching that. I do watch a lot of wax and candle related content. Sometimes it gets boring, which is why I don't talk about it as much on my channel because I know it's one of those things where if you're not interested, it's kind of boring, but I like it, so I do watch it. And I used to watch a lot of beauty content. And now that we're kind of getting into the fall season, gift giving time, me giving gifts to myself, I'll probably start watching more beauty content to kind of see what's out there, what are people loving, what can I give myself. So yeah, that's what I was doing. A lot of times will have something playing on, some sort of noise. Either the TV's on, my iPad, or I'm listening to a podcast or music in my headphones. To scrub the sink, I'm using my soft scrub with bleach. If you've been here for any of my videos, you'll know this is one of my go-tos. I really like it. It's under $5, and I like that it has bleach, and it's just a really nice cleaner for your sink. It's reminiscent of Barkeeper's Friend, but I always show that, so I figured no need for you to see it again. But I am trying to make more of an effort to clean my sink. Every time I actually get it clear of dishes, then I really make the effort to scrub it out. Because I talked about in my last video that I didn't used to do that. Of course, if I was preparing raw food, then I would clean it with a disinfectant and or a bleach cleaner first. But if it was just normal, I would make sure it was clean. I may wipe it down, but if it looked clean, I was fine with that. But I'm really making an effort to scrub out the sink. And a tip, if you have a garbage disposal, it should be run every day. Even if you think that you've only put a little bit of food particles down in there, go ahead and run it, rinse it out really good, or else it will start to stink. Mine has never stunk. Well, let me not say that. My sink has definitely stunk when it's full of dishes, but my disposal, when I run it regularly and the sink is empty, it does not stink. So make sure you're running that thing even if you think you're not using it all the time. And now we're on to my stove. My goodness, look at that thing. Just caked up with grease. And this is only after using it maybe 3 or 4 times. I don't know what's worse cleaning, this flat top electric or the grill, the gas stove, which is all, with the grills on it. That's also a pain in the behind. But I had to use 2 methods to clean it because I just wasn't satisfied with this first clean. So I took my Lysol all-purpose lemon cleaner and I sprayed it, gave it a really good wipe down with the microfiber cloth, but it wasn't enough for me. And I'm not one to get my stove looking like it's new. I've had it for over a year now, probably over 2 years. It is what it is, but I like it to look clean, and it was not looking clean. So then I pulled out my Scrub Daddy Power Paste and I gave it a good scrub with that, which you'll see. And then I used a dry microfiber cloth, a new one, to wipe the power paste away. And then I wet the cloth and gave the sink one last wipe down, and that got it looking nice and shiny. The stove, not the sink. You know what I mean. And then I looked up at the microwave and realized it really needed a good clean. I was actually trying to beat the timer. So this was my morning cup of coffee. I was doing all of this cleaning in the morning before 11 a.m. because then I had to leave for work throughout this week, which I usually leave for work early in the morning, but this week I was working afternoons. So I was trying to beat the timer, but it was too dirty. I didn't have enough Lysol on my rag, and my microfiber cloth was just skipping over the grease. So I was like, okay. Take my time, give it a good wipe down. It's not as aesthetically pleasing in the end because it is streaky, but hey, it is clean and that is all that matters. So at work, me and my coworker, we were sitting next to each other, and he was talking about juicing, and he was looking at this buy nothing group, one of the work forums is a buy nothing group for my area, and the next day we saw a juicer come up free, and I was like, holy crap, this is like fate. And he claimed it for me because I wasn't in the group yet, and I got a free juicer. So I was moving that to the sink. I have since cleaned it, but I had a bunch of fruit and stuff that I purchased to start juicing. I haven't juiced yet, but I am going to, probably today. To clean the counters, I'm using this Wyman granite and stone cleaner. I got it on clearance for $4. I don't love it. It left my counters streaky, and I feel like I had to work a little bit harder to really buff the product out and clean the counters. It's not bad. And if you saw it for $4 or you asked me, is it a good cleaner? I would say, yeah. But my favorite one is the Wyman cleaner for quartz and stone. It looks similar, but the bottle is actually a little bit smaller. I don't know if it has less ounces, but it's in a gray bottle instead of the brown one. Same company, but that one smells like oranges, and I think it leaves my counters really, really shiny. So it's an okay cleaner. If it was $4, honestly, I probably wouldn't buy it again just because I'd rather spend the dollar or two and get the one I really like, but it's not bad. And if you have stone countertops, I would recommend some sort of stone cleaner, even if you just use it maybe once or twice a month, just to help protect those countertops. I don't have much fall decor up in the kitchen because, as you know, I've been planning to put up a backsplash for months, a year at this point. But anyway, I do have this little tray that I put up. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it looks cute. I got this plant from Target, which is why there's still a tag on it. It's brand new. Fake flowers are very expensive, but I really like it. And so this is the only little fall that I got going on in the kitchen right now. And then to do my floors, I was using the Tinco iFloor 3. At this point, it's maybe 1 or 2 models behind, so you should be able to find it at a really good price, but it is a vacuum mop. So it vacuums and mops at the same time, and I think it actually does a fantastic job. There's a max button on it, and I had 1 or 2 spots where that had something sticky on it, and the max button really did get it up. So I love it, and I would recommend it. I make sure to empty the tank after each use, so mine has not started to smell, and that is a complaint that I've heard from other people, but I've not experienced it. And if you see I changed my clothes, it's because when washing dishes, I got water all over my shirt. What a way to end the video, right? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye.